Nope.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Movie Libs. We're happy to have you here with us tonight. We have a fantastic show planned for you. We are doing a Robin Williams night, which I think should be fun. I have been informed that Marco thinks I picked shitty Robin Williams movies, so we'll see if you agree or not. If you've never seen Movie Libs before, the way that this works is we take scenes from famous movies, we pull words out of those scenes, and you will give us new words to plug into those scenes, thus creating an entirely new scene that we reenact live for your entertainment. As always, we have an exceptional cast. Look at these beautiful people. Oh, there they are. Look, we have spooky libs backgrounds. Not that this is a spooky show because I wasn't that on it, but we'll try to do that next time. Hey, Stacey the vampire, how you doing?
I'm actually a werewolf.
She's a wolf
Oh,
lady.
you're the vampire.
Marco's the
I'm
vamp.
like,
Wow.
Lunar
Wait,
transformation is currently occurring.
yeah, I'm glad you came in your work outfit today for the show.
You know, I'm just a doctor in my scrubs with my necktie. That's what I do in real life.
Marco, the actual vampire. I'm conscious. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm a vampire. I gotta stay inside. I did not dress for work.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
wearing
right.
the
Tina
shirt.
did though.
Tina did.
Tina, how you doing?
Tina's dressed
with your
like
loose
Burt
tie.
Bunker.
I would hate to wear a suit and tie every day or a tie.
Oh, God.
It's like
or
hot.
dress clothes.
There's no AC.
I met Charlie at work. We used to work together when we met, and I had not actually seen him in like normal people clothes for like quite a while after I met him. So the first time I saw him in a t-shirt, I was like, "What? What?"
No, not acceptable.
It took me a while to adjust to the fact that he wears normal people clothes. Dayna,
And then were you
hello.
like,
Hello.
"That's what I wanted."
You still haven't taken a picture of the weird photo that's of me apparently in this office that I need to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's in the picture?
Yeah,
There's
this
totally
There's lots of people in these pictures. You just have
We
to
need to get
never
you a
know.
green screen.
somebody
okay.
needs to
You
get
can't
you
get
know,
the other one. It's turned the wrong way.
There's so many people in all these photos, it would take me the whole show to point them all out.
That's
Is
true.
Stacey there?
That's
I
true.
might have to skip some because there's just too many people.
Is Marco there?
That's why.
I think Marco's in one.
I don't.
I'm not in
Is
one.
Tina there?
Yes, there's Marco and Adrian and Kevin from the
Aw.
Christmas show.
That's
Oh,
Oh,
What
I know
about-
what it is. We're smoking crack. I can tell.
Coreen's over there on the other wall.
There's another wall of
all
pictures.
right.
There's
There's
like
three
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 leftovers. that are
pictures
over
on the other
side.
wall.
That's the one
Oh.
that Coreen.
Mm.
Sorry.
Coreen, take control.
Anyways, we are excited to get this rolling. I am going to start us off with a dark Robin Williams movie. He kind of had like we'll dive in. Scene description. That's happening. It's 2002's 1 hour photo. Yeah, he went on quite a dark film dive for a while. And let me explain to any young people who might be watching the show. Photographs, you used to have to take them to places to be developed. Like they'd go in a dark room
What?
and they would develop the pictures. It's wild, I know, but it happened. So stay with me. So in this movie, Cy Parrish runs a 1 hour photo developing lab in a small mall. He is a perfectionist about his work and generous to his regular customers, including a family, the Yorkins. Nina and her teenage son Jake have been dropping off photos to be developed for years. Cy has seen their family grow through the photographs, and he's developed an unhealthy attachment to them, even making copies for himself of their photos. Ugh,
Ew.
creepy. But he sees evidence that the father, Will Yorkin, is being unfaithful, and then his already precarious mental state tips over the edge. He loses it. In our scene, Cy's employer has noticed that Sai has been developing way too many prints, those ones that I mentioned that he's developing for himself, the creepy weirdo, and he fires Sai, but he allows him to finish out the work week, which is a just terrible business practice. I don't know why you would let this creepo continue to work in your photo booth. It doesn't go well. But anyways, let's check out the scene when everybody's ready. Action.
What's with the get up, Si? What's with the get up, Si?
It's Wednesday, Bill. I was playing poker, but I'm bad at poker and I didn't want everyone to see my naughty bits.
Si, there's been some discrepancies in the click count.
Oh, well, that's probably Bob Barker. You know, Bob Barker's math skills are pretty weak, but I told you about that when I told you about that when you moved Bob Barker over from the power tool section for manly men.
Yeah, no, all the discrepancies are on the logs that you initiated.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess sometimes the end of the week I get a little too arrogant to think I could be wrong, and just
Listen. We're not talking about a few innocent math errors, Si, okay? The net clicks all zero out. They always zero out. The problem is, Si, that the shutdown clicks don't correspond at all, okay? I mean, they don't even come close to matching the amount of prints that we sold.
well, then it's probably a problem with the reorder counter.
Now, well, I asked Anya Taylor-Joy about that.
What did Anya Taylor-Joy say?
Well, Anya Taylor-Joy looked at the counter and said that it checked out. And Anya Taylor-Joy also said that in 47 years of servicing, she's never seen a faulty counter on an AGFA unit.
Really?
So the question is, Si, where did all those unaccounted prints go?
What kind of discrepancy are we talking about, Bill?
We are talking about 369 prints, Si.
Oh, that's not possible, Bill.
Oh, no, I've done the math. And Kamala Harris and Tim Walz confirm it too.
Well, I don't know anything about it.
Well, I think you do, Si. Look, Si, I've got a family, okay? I'm not losing my job over this. I'm letting you go.
No! Oh, geez, guys!
Look, these log discrepancies would be enough, but you've been waking bacon on the job. You're taking 90-minute pancake circus breaks. You cry like a lot in front of the customers. You're giving away free TV remotes. I mean, that must have been your bright idea, because it sure as shit isn't company policy.
You can't do this!
It's done, Si, all right? Now you finish out the week and pack up your pallets and pallets of condoms. And if you do something like fiddle fork up today's prints, I swear.
I haven't fiddled fork up a customer's print in 77 years!
And scene. Oh,
That was great.
love it.
I have not
Love
watched
it.
this movie because that character just creeped me out from the previews.
I realized that
Yeah.
I think it's good.
I realize I don't like movies where comedians play creepy guys. There's something about comedians that make them extra creepy when they're creepy.
Talking about.
also
I
watch-
like
In every movie.
yeah, true. I like
know how many of you
what's his
watch-
name? Your favorite guy, Dayna, from Parks and Rec.
Oh,
No,
Adam
no.
Scott.
No. Wrong. I'm wrong again. From Arrested Development. What's his face? He's so
Oh,
good at
Jason
switching
Bateman?
from like
Jason
to
Bateman.
creepy fucking weirdo.
Bateman?
Yeah. Like a comedian to go from like completely hateable to like very likable. He's like very good at the flippy flop. But
Mhm.
so has
Coreen just-
what's his name from Parks and Rec. Like he's just terrible in Step Brothers and stuff. And then like so lovable in other
I don't know if
things.
any of you have seen the movie Patch Adams that Robin Williams was in, which is based on a true story. about a doctor, and he basically, if you saw the doctor with like the clown nose in a movie, that's him.
Yeah.
Based on a real guy, and he's like this doctor who like made all the patients laugh and just got along really well and like really brightened their spirits. And then I heard of a radio interview with the actual Patch Adams, and he is like one incredibly bitter man. And I was like, I don't know, I like love the movie, and then I heard him and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what to think about this. It's very weird.
So
Ooh.
So speaking of Jason Bateman, I went to Sun Studios when I was in Memphis, Tennessee.
Elvis.
It's a famous where they recorded a lot of famous songs in like the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And I swear to goodness, the guy that like founded this place looks a lot like Jason Bateman. So if they want to make a movie about Sun Studios, hire Jason Bateman. He would be perfect in that role.
I think Stacey's acting might have morphed her into this character because it's not leaving her body.
Oh no.
I really like this.
Oh, you also,
he's fun.
When you were
It's a good
describing
look.
when you were describing the 1 hour photo, you also forgot to mention that when you take an entire roll of like 36 photos in, you're lucky if like 10 of them turn out, because you don't get any do-overs.
You see, I never actually took any in myself that I recall to be developed. So, you know.
Oh, I love
I
that.
was still young enough to make my mom do it for me. So I don't know.
I learned that.
And then my mom had a camera that every picture was off center. So that was cool.
I learned don't take a bunch of photos of Disney land parades because you won't give a shit 30 years later.
Yep.
Parades and fireworks. Just
Yeah. I had so many blurry photos of like the Lion King parade. I was like, what the fuck? I don't care. And I threw them away.
Back in my day, we used to do the selfie with the disposable camera, and you didn't know where you were shooting, so you'd be lucky if you got everyone's eyeballs in the picture.
I do think I would never ever have a decent photo of my 4 children without live mode on pictures, because even just taking a standard photo is impossible with 4.
But you can just hit it a million times. I cannot stand the live thing. It like angers me when it takes Harry Potter pictures of everybody. I'm like, I'm never going to need a moving photo. Ever.
Your children are old. I use it all the time. You don't understand the difference in the like. You can't just snappy snaps. It's not the same. You're wrong, Marco. Anyways, if people haven't noticed, we have our words that we need for our next scene that are right below Dayna and next to Marco. So you can type those in if you haven't already. Type things like body part, and you can type ankles. And then we know that ankles is your suggestion for body parts, and Dayna can search for it, all that good stuff. That's how it works.
Oh.
Oh.
Marco just learned how it works.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it till the day.
Marco, what's your favorite Robin Williams movie if these are all crap?
I would have to look at a list. I don't remember. Aladdin? Probably just Aladdin. I like Aladdin. Even though Aladdin and The Lion King are the 2 Disney movies where I buy the problem the least. And The Lion King, when he's like, oh no, I killed my dad. It's like, no, you didn't. Like as a little kid, I'm like, no, you didn't kill your dad. You clearly didn't. And then the Lion King, Aladdin, he's like,
yeah, he didn't witness it though. He didn't see the uncle do that.
He just
I know, but he's like, I guess I did. It's kind of weak. It's not great. I don't know. It's like Aladdin. He's like, I don't know why she'd like me. And it's like, well, we spent a whole movie watching how cool you are, so I think she'll probably like you.
But she's literally not allowed to like him. That's the thing. It's not that she won't like him, because she's not legally allowed to like him unless he becomes a prince.
But she also doesn't want any of the stupid princes, so you kind of know.
But he doesn't know that when he makes that.
And then he's a liar, and then it bothers me.
Right, guys. So when Marco said all these movies are bad, it's because he's wrong and dumb. So there we go.
Also, all girls want money. Men with money. That's facts. That's true. It's facts. True.
Wow. I just want a man who's capable of taking care of himself.
That's a lot.
Okay.
I don't need that. Clearly. I just need the money.
All right, what are we getting, Dayna? This has been the longest tangent in a show we've ever had.
It's been a long time since we've been together.
Sorry, my brain is not fully fixed yet.
That's all right.
Man,
Bodyguard.
Robin Williams is a whole
Hustle.
bunch of bad movies. Do you remember how bad Flubber was?
No.
Flubber, I saw that.
Term for a woman, dame.
Avoided that one.
I learned that if you cough on a call with a nurse practitioner, she'll prescribe you an inhaler, and it's magic. Sorry.
That's
What
I
kind?
heard if you call a call center,
Bad
if you're on the phone with
location.
a call
kind they
center
gave
and they
me.
say they'll be right back.
why does the nurse get
If
to
you're on the
make
phone with a call center,
prescription?
oh, I can't talk anymore.
In the dumpster in a dark alley. Well, you know, when you get COVID and you need prescriptions today, they can't just give you a doctor, but the nurse practitioner is available. A hot location. Las Pegasus.
What the heck is Las Pegasus?
I don't know, but it
Oh,
sounds
location.
magical.
That's a Pegasus.
It sounds
Sounds
like a
like
silly
flying
way to
horse
say Las
fight.
Vegas, but that's
Song
just a guess.
Pink
Yeah.
Pony Club.
Pink
I don't know that.
Club, gonna keep on dancing.
Yeah, it's
Strip club.
Is that a song? Who sings that song?
Named
Chapel
for the
Roan song.
fourth
I don't know.
Marx brother, Jim Boyce.
Is it?
And his
I don't know
tacos.
songs.
Make it
If
make
it's
sense.
not a Steve Miller Band song or
Oops.
a Otis
Um,
Redding, I don't know it.
Creature, a Monchichi.
Whoa.
I don't know what
Okay.
that is either.
I don't
What
know
is
what
wrong
that
with
is.
Yes, you
everybody?
do.
Stroke. Are you
Know what a
okay?
Monchichi
Las
is.
Pegasus.
Is it a
Monchichi.
Pokemon? What is that?
I don't know what that
What's
is.
a Monchichi?
Location,
I'll pull it up.
basement.
You know what a Monchichi is.
Oh, it pops. What is this?
You
Oh, it's
are
a little
old enough
monkey.
to know what a Monchichi is.
Oh, this little thing. I didn't have one of these.
Oh,
Hot
of course
location.
Marco knows what that is.
The burning lakes of hell.
I didn't have one of these. Although in my house is one of these one of those watches, those little like it's like a fish. It's like but it's a watch.
Clothing
It's not
item,
mine.
a crop top.
Do you remember this? It's like they're like stuffed animals, but when you open it, there's a watch inside.
Yes,
It's like
I
called
do
a
remember.
Squishable or a. I don't remember
Let's
what
see.
it's called.
Clothing
Where is it?
item, a ascot.
Near me.
I think I just need one more location and then I've got it all.
Okay. Oh, you need a musical group?
Oh,
I got ABBA.
Oh, I didn't mean to put that one up there. I meant to do someone else. Sorry.
Oh, you have a different one? Sorry.
Kendra had issues. It said Backstreet Bots, boys. FML.
I like
Just-
Backstreet Bots.
see this thing. It looks like that,
Marco said I said a
and
swear.
it's got like a watch in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
terrifying.
It goes
No.
on wrist.
What do you need left?
It's
What?
an '80s toy. It's called a
A
watchable.
location.
A
Watchable.
location.
I've never
I just
seen
found
mine.
it online.
A location.
Well-
Hold that up.
I don't know. Okay.
Um,
You don't have your glasses on.
Reno.
It looks like that.
I sort of remember that, but I don't remember anyone that looked like.
Yeah, I didn't have this. It's like I had a Teddy
Is that like a
Ruxpin.
90s
I had a couple.
thing?
I
That
had
looks,
I had the Pound Puppy
that
one.
looks
know.
more 90s.
Hey, it looks like
Pound
That's more
Puppets.
90s, 2000s.
it looks like Brian
That's what we
Walters just hopped on.
need.
Hello.
Hi, Brian. Okay, let's dive into our scene description.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Our next scene. And I think the oldest movie we have on our list, is of 1987's Good Morning Vietnam. The plot of this: radio funny man Adrian Cronauer, Robin Williams, is sent to Vietnam to bring a little comedy back into the lives of the soldiers. After setting up shop, Cronauer delights the GIs but shocks his superior officer with his irreverent take on the war. While Dickerson attempts to censor Cronauer's broadcast, Cronauer pursues a relationship with a Vietnamese woman named Trin, who shows him the horrors of war firsthand. In our scene, he starts off his first broadcast with a bang. And once Charlie gets here, we will be ready to go. He's coming.
How exciting! It's Charlie.
Yay, Charlie!
Oh, yes.
Why am I in this?
Yay, it's Charlie!
Hey,
Wait.
guys.
What am I
Oh,
in this?
You're that
I
guy.
didn't see myself on the list.
Yep, you are now. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
oh, I guess you're
Officer.
Robin Williams for whatever photo. Put
Was
your
it
glasses
supposed to
back
be
on.
Stacy?
Just put your wig on.
There was.
We're
Who
gender
am I?
fluid here.
It is because I think I originally cast myself, but then I realized Charlie's in it. So sorry, Stacey.
That's right. I'm pulling it up right now.
Go.
Who am I?
Thank you for your service.
Officer? I think
He's
you're
pretty
officer.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm officer.
Officer.
Okay. Got it.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Action.
Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the basement to Reno. It's 0600. What's the O stand for? Oh my God. It's Monchichi.
Good morning, Vietnam. What the heck is that supposed to mean?
It's frozen.
Stacey. Oh.
Can you guys hear me?
I don't know,
I'm frozen?
Lieutenant. I guess it means
no.
good morning, Vietnam.
We're frozen.
No, we're frozen.
Is your thing
Oh,
off?
Stacey's gone. Do you hear me, people?
Yes, I hear
I
you.
hear you.
Okay, we're back.
All right,
We're
I'll
on the
just do
radio.
Stacey's character from the side. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I don't know, Lieutenant. I guess it means. Oh, there we go.
I don't know, Lieutenant. I guess it means good morning, Vietnam.
And you're dressed correctly now. And who gave anyone permission to program modern music?
Oh, and we have some technical difficulties, and we're back. The Backstreet Boys. Wrong speed. We've got it all wrong. We got it on the wrong speed. For those of you recovering from a hangover, that's going to sound just right. Let's try it faster. Let's see if it picks it up. Oh, let's go up at 17, 18. And well, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Let's try something. Let's play this backwards and see if it gets any better. Freddy is the devil. Freddy is the devil. Freddy is the devil. Picture a man going on a journey beyond sight and sound. He's left Crete. He's entered the dumpster in a dark alley. What is this dumpster to the dark alley zone? Whatever it is, I like it because it gets your tonsil better than a strong cup of cappuccino. What is a dumpster in the back alley zone? Sounds like something from The Wizard of Oz. Oh, look. Oh, look, you've landed in Saigon. You're among the Munchkins now. We represent the Kermit the Frog Army, the Kermit the Frog Army, the Kermit the Frog Army. I will get you, my pretty. It's the Wicked Witch of the North. You know,
You know, he's really funny. You know, he's like a Marx brother.
And which Mark's brother would that be, Private? Zeppo? Or Jim Boys? I don't find him funny at all.
Jim Boys? Isn't he the one in the crop top?
Yes.
hey, hi, can you help me? What town are you in? The Burning Flakes of Hell. Burning Lakes of Hell. What's the weather like out there? The hottest thing is my ascot. I could cook things in it. What is it going to be like tonight? Hot and wet. That's nice if you're with a dame. Ain't no good if you're in the jungle. Here's a song for you coming your way right now. Pink Pony Club. Too much?
Pink.
And scene. Bravo.
Not enough?
Wow.
Jerky?
I had to
It
find
froze
some
on-
Robin Williams thing where he was just unhinged and going. So
I feel like
good job,
that
someone who
was
is
a-
seeing this scene who has never watched the movie and didn't like wasn't old enough to be around when the movie was out is like, what the fuck did we just do?
Yeah.
It's such a
That's
it's
three.
such a
That's three.
ridiculous scene.
And I cut out
Stacey.
like at least a page of racism.
Oh God, yeah.
I was gonna say, rewatching this, I'm like, this isn't very nice to the Vietnamese people.
No.
No.
Well, we're
No.
watching
But-
some Robin Williams films. You realize, oh, some of his jokes are just a little too not okay anymore.
The 80s were something else, guys. It was a different time.
Most movies from that time are not watchable.
Well, there's another
Also, he's-
movie in this show that I watched recently, and some of those jokes just would not fly anymore. But he just like does that thing where he just goes off like on a manic joke storm, and I never really enjoyed that, to be honest.
I'm
He
glad
used
we
to
could
be- I mean, if you
celebrate
ever watch
Robin
his
Williams
stand-up
after
from,
he
like-
died by pointing out how terrible he was.
Like his stand-up from like the
No.
late 70s, he was like on crack the whole time when he was doing
Cocaine?
his
It was cocaine.
his set.
Tina. It was
But
definitely
literally,
cocaine.
But I think it was-
cocaine.
Yeah. And it's
I think
some
it
of
was
my
such a
favorite.
wild
He
novel.
just goes, like rapid fire
Yeah, I
from
think it was
joke
just
to
such a
joke.
wildly
None of them
novel
make
thing.
sense.
Yeah. And it was such a wildly novel thing at the time for anyone to like flippy flop so much from thing to thing that I think that's really what. Yeah.
He could.
Made
It's
it.
funny though, because it's like on whatever movie, the movie script for Good Morning Vietnam, there just must be a blank space or other lines, and he just improvised them.
Yeah.
Because even watching
Yeah.
it, you're like, satanic messages in records is like contemporary to him. It's not from the 60s. Like that's like it doesn't make sense that he would mention that, like canonically or whatever. It's just very funny that he's just like going off. It's the same with Aladdin. He's so funny in Aladdin, but
Yeah,
it's
say
just a
Aladdin,
bunch
yeah.
of.
I know I've told this story before, but I love that they had to bring that kid in to improvise with him to record the audio for that movie because that's just adorable
For
to me.
Aladdin?
Yeah, they had to bring the kid from Full House, who's the voice of Aladdin. They had to bring him live in the studio because they couldn't get Robin Williams to stick to any kind of script, so they
Like,
needed
stop.
someone to read right off of him. So he basically, someone who's never improvised in his life, it's like, hey, come improvise with Robin Williams for like a whole movie. Good luck.
This is what we call grounded versus crazy town, kids.
Right.
Yeah.
And that guy didn't even have a full part in Full House. He was DJ's boyfriend. He wasn't even like
Yeah.
he didn't have an intro into the Full House.
And
Yeah.
how did after those two things, I never saw him again.
That's why.
Where did he
Because he
go?
couldn't improvise with Robin Williams.
But he must have been
Yeah,
able
he
to,
did
because
pretty
that
good.
Aladdin is like, anytime like I know kids, like even nowadays that want to watch a Disney movie, Aladdin's always like a popular one.
It's probably Beauty and the Beast is the best one, but Aladdin's probably second best of the 90s.
Oh, Lion King's
Jonathan
really good.
Freeman?
Pretty good. What's that?
Cats.
All right. We
Got
need more
one
words.
word.
Okay, let's get some words. Object, a dust bunny.
That was Aladdin. I don't remember this dude. I don't remember.
Yeah, I
this
didn't remember
guy.
that was a Full House guy was Aladdin.
Yeah,
He was-
it was
his name was
DJ's
Steve,
boyfriend.
and he was
Oh,
DJ's
yeah, there he is.
boyfriend.
Steve Hale, recurring role in
He's
seasons
good as
5
Aladdin.
and 8.
Way to
Main
say
roles,
yes. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Do you remember
His
that
laugh.
that Raja the tiger bites that potential suitor for Jasmine in the butt, but he has his underwear on
Yeah.
his mouth. But then when they show the guy, he clearly bit his pants, but he's got his underwear on his mouth. But they didn't show that. But he also has heart underwear in the Arabian times of the olden past. It's pretty
Okay,
fun.
so
I
I'm
like that.
He's done a lot
confused
of
with
voice
this
stuff.
one. I didn't realize the guy that directed the first 2 Harry Potter films was a historical figure.
Christopher Columbus, yep. Very much
He
so.
directed the first 2 Harry Potter films and Home Alone. So
Right.
You
He's
know,
the only Chris
he's a pretty
Columbus that I
historical
know
figure.
of that's important, right? Material, felted suede.
That sounds hot.
that does sound warm.
Way to say no, negativo, Stevo.
That's a good way to say it now.
Steve-O has the world's worst voice.
Oh yay, baby animal, Modang the baby hippo.
Ooh,
Have you seen Modang? Looks so cute.
Did you see
watched them
Bowen
fight
Yang's
them.
costume from weekend?
No.
I was
so
just gonna
good.
say,
So their costume department is so good. So Bowen Yang came out on the newscast as Mudang, and it's just like you gotta watch it. It's the costume is brilliant.
What is
It's
this?
so good. Bowen Yang from SNL played
Oh,
Mudang the hippo as a featured character on the SNL the news segment, but the costume is freaking perfect.
Historical figure,
More
Dolly
hoes.
Madison. Did you know that Dolly Madison was the first lady who sort of invented the idea of like what a first lady does? And did you know James Madison was our shortest, scrawniest president? He was only 5'4" and under 100 pounds.
5'4".
taller than
And
him.
did you know that
Under
Dayna
100,
from
Yeah.
Madison Squad Patrol?
Aww.
So good.
I like when Tina shows her
I love
phone to
Bowen
the
Yang.
thing because it's like something
You gotta do the
an
thing.
old person would do.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it. Hey, can you see it? Can you
share
see
my
it?
screen.
Fine. Oh, somebody's texting me.
Um,
Can't show that.
Year
You
1983.
can't show the text. I remember 83.
I don't.
No, I don't.
I wasn't alive.
Yeah, some of us were.
Way to say dead bought the farm.
That's true.
It's cool. It's cool.
Phrase in another language. Como se dice?
Como se dice, como se dice.
No sé.
Can you pop that one back up again, Dayna? Sorry.
Yes.
Como se dice.
Stacey, you have to say the F word at some point.
Why?
I thought dice felt like dice.
Because
but I
Coreen,
didn't.
Dayna, and Tina all said the F word this show.
Dennis said 83
Was
was
You
that
and I have
good.
not. We've been on good behavior this time. Which is weird because I think you and I
Steamy.
probably swear the most.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't swear.
That's
I'm a lady.
I've never
It's not
sworn
a-
once. Not once.
It's not a proper movie libs hat trick unless it happens naturally. You can't force it.
Yeah.
Charlie says James Madison was originally called Dolly, then he let his wife take the nickname. What a gentleman. You know what? I did not learn
don't
that in my research, but okay.
Darling. I think I need a location and another foreign language phrase, and then we're good.
Location.
4-letter phrase?
Oh.
The
No, foreign
bathrooms
language.
at an ICP concert.
That's insane clown
Clown posse.
to people that don't know.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was like,
I saw Tina going, huh?
Language.
Oh, come on. Tina's
We
down with
have
the clown.
Donde está el baño?
Mm.
Mm.
I appreciate that you used the accent, Dennis. That was nice. Cool. All right. That's that.
This isn't very big.
All right. Our
Ooh,
next
woman's
scene. Oh, nice. Our next scene is from 2006's Night at the Museum. The plot of this: following a painful divorce, financially unstable father Larry Daly takes a job as a night security guard at the Museum of Natural History. However, he is in for a big surprise as strange things start to happen on his first night. Now animated by an unfathomable mystical force, the entire museum comes to life at sunset, and no one can stop the vigorous exhibits from wreaking havoc. Can Larry keep the museum under control? In our scene, a statue of President Roosevelt has come to life and is explaining to Larry how the museum curse works. Let me put on my spiky Ben Stiller hair. Okay.
You look
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
Ben Stiller in that way. That's perfect.
Action. Excuse me, Mr. President, can I ask you something?
Yes, but just one question.
Okay, why? Is it just some like 3 wishes kind of deal?
Como se dice? Donde está el baño? That's just okay. Not at all. Self-reliance is the
Just
key
shouting
to
note, Marco.
steamy life. A man must look inward to find his own answers. How can I be of help?
All right. Well, I don't know how to put this, and please don't take it the wrong way, but is everything in this museum supposed to be,
Bought the farm?
yeah.
Follow me. Yell all you want. Christopher Columbus, you've been there 54 years. You're not getting out tonight. That's the source of all this commotion. The dust bunny of Akhman Ra arrived here in 1983 from the bathroom at the Insane Clown Posse concert expedition. On that night, everything in this museum came to life, and every night since.
So everything in the museum comes to light every night?
Exactly.
And I'm supposed to do what?
You're the night watchman, Larry. A venerable position in this institution. Come on, lad.
All right, okay. This is impossible.
Nothing is impossible. If it can be dreamed, it can be done. Hence the 20-foot Moodang the baby hippo. Staring at you right now. Don't make eye contact. Your job is to make sure that everyone stays inside the museum. Because if the sun rises and anyone is on the outside, we turn to felt suede.
You turn to felted suede?
Felted suede.
Really?
Really. Now it's almost dawn. I shall help you restore order tonight. But mark my words, it's the last time I shall ever do so. Is that clear?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't,
Stop babbling, boy. Hell yeah, or negativo stevo.
hell yeah!
Good, let's ride.
And scene.
Well done.
Oh, boo dang. You made it
Moodang.
in the movie, Libs. You cute little fat hippo.
Those movies are
What
super
did Moodang
cute.
mean? Isn't it like pork something? Pork bun?
It's like something.
Bouncy pig.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know they
That's a
were
pretty
Bounce-
funny.
What
up
was
a few
they-
names. One of them was like pork bun and all kinds of stuff.
So
I saw
cute.
that.
Dayna, what were you
Because I've
saying?
not stopped on this thing that the world is all excited about, but I did see an image of it, and somebody was feeding him, and it bit at somebody's leg, and I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
little hippo's trying to kill that guy like hippos do, because
gotta
hippos are
share some.
horrible.
I gotta share the bone.
They're not horrible. They just hate people, which I understand.
They kill more people than sharks.
They're just predators, and that's what predators do. They protect their space.
They're not predators. They're vegetarians.
For sure.
Except when they kill people. I'm sure they have
Yeah.
a taste for
They
blood.
kill people for fun, not for food.
Yeah.
They're murderers.
Oh, that's fun.
Like orcas.
Well, I mean, if you're dumb enough to go near something that big, that's on you.
Have you ever seen the videos of a hippo chasing a boat?
No.
They're
I want to.
fast.
They're wild.
Yeah.
And they can't swim either. So in the videos, they're running on the bottom and then jumping up and then going down and running on the bottom and then jumping up again. It's insane. People
That
are
sounds
nuts.
like fun.
I will never. None of those
Yeah,
rivers
don't go near
will I ever
hippos.
go anywhere. No.
When I grow up, I want to be
Only
a
on the
hippo.
jungle
Like,
cruise.
Right?
full, I don't have to swim. Sounds nice.
Let's go be hippos together, Stacey.
I like it when the hippos
Yeah.
eat watermelon at the zoo. You ever seen that where they
Mm.
feed them full water? They just throw watermelons in their mouth and they go. It's
All right,
great.
I just shared the
Hungry.
Moodang video on page.
Thank you.
Follow us on Facebook.
All right.
At
We've got 2 more scenes, everybody. We are especially chatty tonight, so we will get through these eventually. I promise
God,
to
here we
you.
go.
Keep making us miss shows.
Well, we haven't seen each other for a while, so
It's true.
it's like,
It's true.
Activity, biting a knee.
Mm.
like Moodang.
Oh, I'm next. Oh shit. Sorry.
I was wondering what that meant.
Way to say watch out. Heads up, 7 Up.
Mm,
We're
good
playing
one.
that game. Rainy
Such a
days.
good game. I wonder when they cut it out of schools. Like, when did that stop?
Type of meat. Spam.
Do they even play games now?
I don't know.
Rainy day, you have to.
Always hated playing games because no one liked to pick me because no one ever likes to pick me. Negative adjective, murderous.
We'll just skip over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God
You
damn
can't
it,
just say
Dayna.
the saddest thing in the whole world. Just be like, yeah, because when I was a small
Yes,
child,
no,
you know,
that
what
type
like
of
me.
behavior
Anyway.
form extinction. Pay no attention to it.
I'm lonely and unlikable. Anyways.
It's really hard when you have to spend a week trapped at home because you got sick. In the South, don't go to the South. They have COVID there.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the only reason I
Don't
got it,
go to
not
the
because
South.
it's everywhere, you know. Anyway,
Got it
negative
'cause you were in the
adjective,
South?
murderous.
That's super judgy.
But I did enjoy my time there. It was very nice.
Okay, good.
Until they gave you COVID because they
Until
have
they
it in
gave
the
me
South.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all have it. They're all just coughing at each other's mouths over there.
Well, there's a lot of
Hey!
people in Nashville, so I was around a lot of people. Thing you have no
Hey, I
interest
got-
in talking about, cryptocurrency.
That's
Hashtag
fair.
Hashtag
That's
facts.
that.
Thing you do when you're upset, rage clean.
Yes. Agree.
I need to learn to do that. All I do is sit on
Yeah.
my bed and
Rage.
cry.
Queen. That's
Yeah.
funny.
You put
So
on like
Kendra-
the loudest music ever and just like scrub walls that are already clean.
Kendra says that hippos are her favorite animal, and she has a tattoo on her foot.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Yay. Hippos are cute. I like hippos.
Ooh, dang.
Drink pina colada.
Give
Mm.
me two.
I look like I should be
Pina
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
colada. Yeah, you look like a Jedi.
Negative adjective, spiky.
Mm.
Aw,
Unless
Becky
you-
said
it's
that
your
she
hair
would pick
and it's
me.
1999.
Thank
Then it's
you.
hella cool.
Aw, Dennis said we always pick you. We should all play Heads Up,
Yeah.
7 Up now.
Guys, you're
What's
just
Heads Up,
encouraging her
7
to
Up?
say
Oh,
your
that's
shit.
the thing where you're on the desk. Yeah.
know.
I forgot about
Go
that.
to
Boy, I
Coreen.
couldn't remember what
What?
that
We
was.
got that one. Okay, here we go. This is the one. Job
was-
Nutcracker.
Ooh.
I used to have that job.
Mm.
Is that like a dominatrix thing?
It always surprises me when you find out like what certain nuts look like when they're like on the tree, and some of them are way more work.
Oh, tree nut.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Mm.
Hmm.
What? That's
Never
not what we're talking about?
Wait till they fall off the tree.
Nutcracker. It was a nutcracker.
Oh, Shirley says it's
Although you
the
gotta
facts
ask that,
about
right? You gotta be
COVID.
the guy who goes to that lady and she's wearing leather, and you gotta be like, "Can you give me in the nuts, please?"
Attribute smarts.
Yeah.
Yummer.
Oh boy. Oh jeez. Oh wait, I think I don't like this. That's what you do.
Too
You have
late.
to have somebody that's like,
Activity,
"Oh wait, change your mind.
coloring.
This is actually the worst thing."
Okay, I've hit the bottom of the list. What else do we need, boss?
I need an
Activity
object.
Coloring.
An object.
Object.
An air fryer.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Oh
you know
man,
what I
I've avoided
miss?
getting one of those.
Marco, you know what I miss?
What's
I miss
that?
Brett making us air fryer snacks.
Oh, I know. It's so good. I'm glad he owns one.
Right?
They had one at my work, and then I realized I would just make only bad food if I own this, and I can't do it.
Mm-mm.
I would just make like,
Brett is Marco's
like
Alright.
fish
best
sticks
friend.
every
For
day.
everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, people don't know.
I
who
wasn't
Brett
gonna
is.
explain it.
Brett.
I don't know who he is.
They're adorable.
that
They're
guy.
so cute together. Marco and Brett. If you thought Adrian and Marco were cute, wait till you see Marco and Brett. Oh man, guys.
No, for my
our
birthday
next-
party, Brett and Marco came dressed in a couple's costume, not Marco and Adrian.
We did.
Back.
It was a good couple's costume too. I was pretty happy about it.
Sorry, I just had to cut it.
Anyway, Back to the scene description. Our next scene is from 1993's Mrs. Doubtfire. The plot: troubled that he has little access to his children, divorced dad Daniel Hillard hatches an elaborate plan with help from his brother Frank. He dresses as an older British woman and convinces his ex-wife Miranda to hire him as a nanny. His character of Mrs. Doubtfire wins over the children and helps Daniel become a better parent. No harm, no foul. It's fine. In our scene, Daniel, aka Mrs. Doubtfire, is trying to get information out of his ex-wife about why their marriage failed. How you doing? You ready? Yeah. Oh, looking good. This is great. Okay. Where's your glasses?
Oh, pins.
Oh, it's right here.
Pins not working. Pins not working. Get out of my seat. Get out of my seat. Oh, hello.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hello, dear.
Oh, hello. Oh, as I hold this cold spam, I'm reminded of Winston, God rest his soul.
Oh, well, when did he pass on?
8 years ago, dear. He was quite fond of the pina colada.
Uh,
It was the pina colada that killed him.
how awful. He was an alcoholic?
No, he was hit by a pina colada truck. So it quite literally the pina colada that killed him.
How tragic.
Yes. Oh, but he was a good man. And I always say a flawed husband is better than none at all.
Yeah. Who needs a husband when I've got you?
Oh, surely you don't mean that, dear.
You can't imagine what it was like being married to Daniel.
Tell me, dear, what was so horrible about this man you biking the need with for 14 years?
Well, at first, nothing. He was so. He just had smarts, you know? He was so passionate.
Oh, he sounds like an absolute stud, dear. He was probably a Casanova compared to old Winston.
Well, what was the matter with Winston?
Oh, dear, Winston's idea of foreplay was Effie, heads up, 7-Up.
It was Daniel's spontaneity and air fryers that I fell in love with. And Daniel could always make me laugh.
I always say the key to a solid marriage is air fryers and laughter.
Hmm. After a few years, everything just stopped being funny.
Why?
Well, I was coloring all the time, and he was always between nutcracker jobs. You never knew, but so many nights I just would rage clean myself to sleep.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like who I was when I was with him. You know, I would turn into just this murderous person. You know, when I'm not with Daniel, I'm better. And I'm sure he's better too.
Well, you never. I mean, did you ever say anything to him, dear?
Well, Daniel never liked to talk about cryptocurrency. I mean, I used to think Daniel could do anything except talk about cryptocurrency. But then I talked about cryptocurrency enough for everybody.
And scene. A murderous cryptocurrency loving rage cleaner. You sound like a catch.
You know. Who wouldn't want this?
Yeah.
Uh, Oh,
No, I remember watching that as a kid and being like, yeah, let him be with his kids. And then watching that recently as an adult, I was like, no, fuck that guy.
Mhm.
Like, he's a terrible
There's a problem.
partner, right? Like,
Yeah.
he could have done all of the stuff that he did as Mrs. Doubtfire, like,
Mhm.
while he was still, like,
That's
with his wife, and they would have been happy. But he decided to
that's
not
why
do
you go
it.
for money. That's why you go for money.
Is Mrs.
Yeah, don't
Doubtfire
go-
also a Chris Columbus movie?
Stacey and her priorities. What'd you
Yes,
say,
it is.
Marco?
It's a Chris Columbus movie. Oh, this is also a Chris
Christmas
Columbus movie.
Columbus.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Of course it is.
Yeah, no. I just realized watching this, I'm like, I bet Robin Williams is charming for one day, or maybe a year, but then eventually you're like, okay, calm
Marco.
down, okay.
Right?
He's no longer with us, Marco.
Well,
I feel
I know.
no. I think the exact opposite. I would love to spend like a whole weekend with him. Just
That's a weekend.
Sure,
Though.
his kids loved it.
I would be overstimulated. I can't do. I like to break extroverts into like organized extroverts and then chaos extroverts. And he seems like a chaotic extrovert, and I don't think I could like spend that much time around him.
I bet he
All
was
right,
one of
Dayna,
those
how
people
have
that
you-
was like
How
super nutty but calm at home. That's my theory.
Yeah, he's probably like
Dayna,
filled with rage at home.
how have you organized each of us into extrovert introvert categories, Dayna? We must know.
Well, I think Stacey definitely walks the line between the like organized and chaotic, but she's easy to be around because she's not full chaos. Coreen's totally an organized extrovert. Tina's an introvert, so I think Marco might be a secret introvert.
Oh wow, I wasn't expecting
Good, thank
What do
you.
you think you are, Mark?
Okay, we have one more scene for you guys. Type the words if you've hung out with us. This one is a special homage to a different actor that's in this scene. So there you go.
Oh,
Hintsies.
I get it.
Marco just got
Term for grandma, Nana or Nana. Na 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 na.
na 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 na.
Group of people, a throuple.
Come on.
Yeah, I read an interesting thing where these parents got mad because their daughter wouldn't invite their third to her wedding.
Their
Okay.
third.
They were in a throuple with some guy that the same age as the
Oh,
groom,
sorry, I missed that.
and the groom wouldn't invite the guy to the wedding.
let's
Yeah, I
sponsor
don't think
wedding.
that I like. I think it would be one of those things that, like, as like a flingy sort of like, woo, we're having fun sort of thing. But if you're like, no, we're in a committed relationship, this is my throuple, you'd be like, no.
Are you kidding me? I want to be a
Weird.
sister wife so bad. You only have to deal with the man one day a week. That'd be great.
Think
Your
you
whole
would
theory on
more.
sister wives is like the best thing. It's like, well, I don't have to do any work. This is awesome.
Think you
All I
adore
want
my
is
sweet,
polygamy.
perfect kitty.
I don't want to do dishes.
Nice.
I don't want to do this. I have other sister wives that can do all of that.
Well, you were like, you got to be top sister wife. You don't want to be like second or third. They're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
chores.
Thing you might
The
wear on
alpha
your
wife.
wedding day: underwear. Emphasis on the
The
mic.
matriarch. You are the person in charge of the cat house. Whatever
See,
that
Kendra
lady's name
also
is. What do they call that
capable
lady?
chaotic extroverts.
You would like half of the people at the comedy spot.
You would be surprised how many people at the comedy spot are introverts. There's a lot of introvert comedians.
It's true.
There are a lot of people that get.
I don't
on everything
actually
that are
classify.
introverts.
I don't actually classify
It's-
myself as an extrovert. I am extroverted when I'm out, but I don't like to go out, and I like to be away
It's
from
too
people as much as
binary of a
possible.
thing. It just
You're-
it seems
you're more
crazy that you're
extroverted
introverted
than
or you're
me.
extroverted.
Yes, but
No,
most
I'm
people are more
extroverted.
extroverted than
Building location on
staying
top
home.
of a hill.
Can't you just be like an extrovert who also is grumpy about everything?
Oh yeah, you
Isn't
can
that
be
fine?
because it's about where you get your energy. So you can get your energy from being out in the world, even though you hate everything. Which I've met these people
Yeah, there we go.
who are extroverts
with
that
that.
hate
Mm.
everything.
Is that you, Marco?
Yeah, probably.
Where was I? Statement of surprise. What the fiddle fork?
I'm filled with small.
Oh, Kendra says, I think Marco is a chaotic introvert.
That's probably
That
true.
sounds very fair. Very fair.
Marco doesn't like you to know this, but he's actually very kind and a very nice man.
Yeah, that's not true.
Marco's the only person I know that uses the word lovely and means it. Delightful, lovely.
I bet Kevin Cooley uses those words too. I feel like Kevin Cooley does.
Yeah, but he says him like a pussy.
We love you.
Okay. Object floss.
Marco said it.
I think Marco has to be mean about Kevin because he loves him so much.
I do. That's why I like Kevin. So I'm mean to him.
The same way he's mean to Dennis. It's like it's just a thing.
Yeah.
Object toilet plunger.
I love a good plunger.
Yeah, I got a really good one. I don't know what else to say about it. It's called like a beehive.
Bad location.
I bought it on a whim.
Mike's Burgers.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. You can't just get the cup dome. You got to get the full.
I don't know if this is a TV show place or an Oklahoma place.
We have to acknowledge the plunger as our sponsor.
Shirley says you want to be the Robin, but I don't know if that means like the singer.
It's a Sister Wives comment.
Oh, okay.
We know. We're having our own conversation.
Oh,
Robin from Sister Wives came in and she stole this man. She's awful. I don't want to be Crybrows.
Brian
she
said
broke
I
the
had
whole
to step
family
away and came back
you
to
gotta get in there
us,
somehow,
Sister
Stacey.
Wife.
You have to work your way up.
That was the right time to come back. All right, we need one more object and then we're ready to roll.
An
object.
object.
What's a crybrow?
That's what we call her because she has really bad eyebrows and she cries all the time. So we call her Crybrow.
Ooh.
What are we
or
looking
Sobbin'
for?
Robin.
An object.
Wow.
A what?
Object.
Object, sorry.
Is this a television
I have the
show?
worst delay, guys. So if I'm
Spoon?
talking at the same time as other people, it's because I have a stupid delay. Spoon.
I have the same.
Great.
Oh, we have a beer keg.
Okay, we could do that.
I keep putting my ear to the microphone like that's going to help me.
Beer keg! Beer keg!
Beer kegels.
Beer keg. Okay, we've done it, guys. We have our words. Our last scene is from a great movie, Marco. Shut up, you're wrong. It's from 1991's Hook. Yeah. Who's with me? The unimaginable has happened. Peter Pan, played by Robin Williams, has grown up and forgotten who he is. He's now a cutthroat merger and acquisitions lawyer and is married to Wendy, played by Dame Maggie Smith. Married, that's who plays Wendy. Her granddaughter, Moira. But then to seek his revenge and lure Pan back to Neverland, Captain James Hook, played by Dustin Hoffman, kidnaps Peter's children, Jack and Maggie. In order to save his family, Peter returns to Neverland with help from Tinkerbell, played by Julia Roberts. Can Tink and the Lost Boys, Rufio, help him find his joy and save his family? It's beautiful, Marco. It's a great movie. You're wrong. In our scene, Wendy, who's now an old lady, and Peter, who stayed young until he left Neverland to marry Wendy's granddaughter, Moira, are having a conversation about his past. And they look like they might kiss during the scene. It's weird, but it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But R.I.P. to these amazing actors. Dame Maggie Smith died this week. And yeah, so I thought this was fitting. So anyways, for you, Maggie Smith, we butchered this movie.
Wasn't this Gwyneth Paltrow's first role?
Oh, I don't know. Who is she?
Is she in this?
She was.
She
was the.
I think Gwyneth plays like young Wendy in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Also, Glenn Close is in it as a guy, and they don't
Glenn
tell
Close
you that.
Oh, okay.
It's
all right.
funny.
Action.
Hand me my beer keg, please. Time to tell you at last.
Your beer keg. Tell me what.
How far back do you remember, Peter?
I remember the building on top of the hill on Great Ormond Street. You worked with thruples. You taught me to toilet plunger. You arranged for the adoption by my American parents, Hank and Jane Binney.
You were 12 then, nearly 13. I mean, before that.
There's nothing before that.
Try, Peter, do try.
Nothing.
Oh, when I was young, no other girl held your favor the way I did. I half expected you to arrive at church and forbid my vows on my wedding day. I wore underwear, but you didn't come.
Nana, no.
Yes, I was an old lady when I wrapped you in blankets. A grandmother with my 13-year-old granddaughter asleep in the bed, Moira. And when you saw her, that was when you decided not to go back to Neverland.
Where?
To Neverland.
What the fiddle fork? Myra. Grant! I'm going to go get Myra.
You know I've tried to tell you so many times. I knew you'd forgotten.
Listen, I'm not ready to deal with this right now.
Peter, the stories are true. I swear to you. I swear on everything I adore. Even my sweet, perfect kitty kitty. And now he's back to seek his revenge. The fight isn't over for Captain James Hook. He wants you back. He knows you'll follow Maggie and Jack to the ends of Mike's Burgers and beyond. And by heaven, you must find a way. Only you can save your spoons. Somehow you must go back. You must make yourself remember.
Remember what?
Peter Pan, don't you know who you are?
And
Whoa.
scene. I love that he's not freaked by her nearly kissing him, but her saying Neverland, he's like, whoa, shut it down.
So it wasn't Gwyneth Paltrow's
Yeah, she is
first
like,
role, it was her
you used-
third role, but most notable.
It's pretty funny that she's like, you used to think I was quite the looker, you know, your grandmother. I was waiting for you to get me on my wedding day. It's like,
She's not
What?
his grandmother.
Grandma?
No,
They adopted him.
no,
They're the
she
same
didn't adopt
age.
him. Other people adopted him. Yes.
She arranged the marriage.
No, no, Moira was too hot. He decided not to go back to Neverland, which Wendy was not not
Randy
cool
He's
enough.
13.
She
He was
wasn't
living
what it was about.
because he was
Anyways,
like
Dennis
exactly
and
13.
Margot,
He's like,
you're
girls
both
are
wrong.
It's not very good.
Hook is great. Robin Williams is
I
great.
wish they made him older.
We've had a lot of fun with you guys. If there are like spooky movie genres or actors or directors that you want to see some Movie Libs movies for, shoot me a message. Let me know. I will try to make that happen. Y'all are the best. Have an excellent night. Goodbye. Mwah. Bye.